Alrighty, hi friends, and welcome to the latest edition where I present to you the latest edition of the big issue. So this one came out last week on Friday, the 31st of July, and it is number 766, and it is titled "Can You See Me? Making the census count for all of us." So it's basically, about how the census is coming out, and it can be a bit tricky to get an accurate count of, an accurate count of those that are sleeping rough. And let's take a look. I do think the cover, though, it kind of looks a bit like the Reese's peanut butter, like the cups and all that, though, with the color wise, but that's just me. First up, we've got our usual staffing list and our contents page and our editorials later. 30th birthday. That's cool. Love the cake made out of thingos. That's awesome. Magazines. So this one, our meet your vendor this fortnight is John from Sydney, and he sells out the front of Coles or outside Coles in Manly in Sydney. So if you're doing your grocery shopping and want something to read, when you're having afternoon tea or something, go say g'day to John and get yourself a copy. We've also got our street sheets, which is also always popular. Always love the street sheets. Good to read what the other vendors are doing and what they've been up to and what they're thinking. So here we've got the hearsay as well. And 20 questions, trivia for the fortnight. And this week we've got our My Word about public libraries. For public libraries for the author Valerie. Valerie. I can't pronounce the last name. But get on board, read that. And here we have our cover story about the us in Census. Everyone needs, obviously, it's about the count. It's about making sure that the details are accurate on the census so that, the government can get the funding correctly and know where things are needed and where it's not needed so much. And, so there we go. Here's a couple of these 4 pages or so. And we also hear from a few vendors as well about the census. We've also got here a bit about the not-for-profit sharing with friends. I have heard of them before, and I think they have featured previously in the big issue. So they're not-for-profit, which helps older women who are facing homelessness. So that's also pretty good. We also have this, which is called Let It Grow. And they've got the homelessness garden project, which is in California. I think that sounds like such a great idea. Like, even if it was just like out in public, like just random trees having like fruit for free fruit and stuff, that would be really good. And also the idea of community gardens is great. But this homeless garden project, I think, sounds like a great idea. And in this edition's big picture, we go over and we check out these cute guys, the Southern Rockhopper Penguins. I think I can remember in Happy Feet that they were voiced by Robin. There was one that was voiced by Robin Williams from memory. So that's cool. I could be wrong on that though. But so cute, doing their thing, making sure that they're all, as it should. Populations are all as they should, and they're thriving. And in this edition's letter to my younger self, we've got filmmaker and punk activist and David Bowie superfan John Cameron Mitchell, just about how he came to be and motivations for life and things you'd say to your previous self and all that. Yeah, absolutely great. We also go back to the archives to 2024, where we look at NGV's stolen Picasso. Ooh, I've heard a lot about that. Yeah. Oops, sorry about that one. Notification on my phone. We also have our film. This fortnight features Gillian Anderson from the X-Files. And it is teenage sex and death at Camp Maes. I can't pronounce that. It's a bit of a tricky one for me to pronounce. Which looks good. And we've got our small screens as well. The Dink. And books. And film. And our lovely recipe today is fried crispy eggplant, which looks really nice. I'm not a fan of eggplant, but it looks nice. Yeah, I remember my school uniform in high school. The jumpers for VCE were purple and like they were that aubergine colour, and great colour, loved it. But yeah, they were described as sort of like almost like an eggplant colour. But yeah, the aubergine purple, I really like that jumper, the VCE one. And we've got our puzzles, page and cartoon. And our public service announcement by Lorraine Clark. She's so great. Yeah. And that looks like that was it. Yeah. I personally won't be in the city this weekend coming. For what's the date today? It is the 5th of August. So I don't think I'm going to be in the city this weekend. I've had a bit of a car accident yesterday, unfortunately. As you can see, I've got a bit of a nice little bruise there and a bit of a bruise on my arm, and my hand's a bit puffy, not as puffy as yesterday, but it's got a bit of bruising. I'm okay. My car's a bit worse for wear, but luckily I think it's still drivable, and yeah, I hope that I can be able to pay for it, but I just don't have the money for it at the moment, so I'm hoping a few avenues can help me. Yes, unfortunate thing about having no insurance. Yeah, anyway, that's can't afford insurance, I guess. Yeah. Anyway, I will be back as soon as I can. But yeah, all the best, guys.